All right, guys, welcome back to the vlog. I'm at work, just in between camps. It is Friday. I had my check-ins this morning, so we are 2 weeks out from the Olympia. And I look okay. I started my period yesterday. So my low was yesterday, 132.3, and then this morning I was 133.8, which I knew I was going to be up before I even started my period, because normally, like, when I know when I'm gonna hit a low, because I weigh myself multiple times throughout the day just to like see what my digestion is doing and like how my metabolism is moving. And I know when I'm gonna hit a low when it's like the middle of the day and I'm a couple meals in and I'm at my wake up weight. Yesterday I was one meal in and I was 2 pounds over. And I'm like, oh yeah, we're not going down today. And then like 6 hours later I started my period. So it just is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. I was 132.3 yesterday. I was 133.8 this morning. I look fine, but I can tell I'm a little bit puffy. I'm just not I'm not as like crisp as I think that I would normally be. So yeah, I mean, we're 2 weeks out. We're a week away from peak week. We're still hopefully. Oh, sorry, I thought my front desk lady was gonna come in here. Hopefully gonna get another. I mean, 3 to 4. We're cutting pretty deep here, so hopefully another 3 to 4 before we get on stage. I would really like to be at least 128 before I get on stage. I do want to address a comment that I got in my last YouTube that was like, there's so much self-doubt and negative self-talk in this vlog. Like, I want to be very transparent. I feel like I have. I've had a very hard prep, you guys. And I'm not going to like get into the details of every single thing that's like happened in my life and like it, but it has been a very, very hard prep on me. Physically, it's been a hard prep. Like, emotionally, I've had a lot going on. Like, I've had a lot of stress in my life. Like, there's just a lot going on. And so I feel like I want to make sure that I'm not just like, especially if you haven't been here a while. If you've been here a while, you know that I did have a lot of self-doubt. Years ago, I was the self-doubt queen. These days, I am very confident. I think that I want to make it clear that I'm not like doubting myself. I just have I have an educated understanding of what it takes to be competitive. And I also know what my capabilities are, and I know what's realistic for me, and I know what I have a realistic expectation of what I can do and what that is competitively. So I'm not trying to be like negative, but I also know that I've had a hard prep. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and be like, oh my gosh, prep is amazing and I'm looking amazing and I'm feeling amazing. I'm not feeling amazing. If this was not the Olympia, I would not be doing the show. I would have quit prep a long time ago. I'm only doing it because it's the Olympia. So I don't know. I just want to make sure it's very clear that I'm not like having just unfounded self-doubt. Like, I'm just saying that I know that I'm not at my best. I'm trying to give my best, but if somebody has a full tank of gas and somebody else has a quarter tank of gas, they can both empty the tank, but one of them is going to be significantly further. I am emptying the tank. I am giving my best, but currently my best is only a quarter tank, and it is what it is. And so I can only expect to go so far on a quarter tank, even if it's my very best. I can't expect to compare my quarter tank to somebody else's full tank. And I can't expect to be competitive with somebody who's running on a full tank and when I'm running on fumes. Okay, so anyway, that's that. I got camp in 1 minute, so welcome back to the vlog. Hopefully it's a good week. Good afternoon, everybody. Still Friday, so I'm just at the school early. Of course, I was gonna go on a walk, but honestly, I am so tired. This period is like, I guess, kicking my ass. I didn't realize. I was like wondering why I was so tired because I didn't have to train super early this morning, but I guess it's my period. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm not going on a walk. I have to train this afternoon anyway, so I don't know. I'm just gonna have low steps today. It's fine. But I came on here to say something. I don't know. I remember. So, as I said in my last video, how I was saying, like, how I know when I'm or was it my last video, or was it this morning? Guys, I'm a mess. I was saying I know when I'm going to hit a low the next day, because when I weigh myself in the middle of the day, my weight is still, like, at my wake-up weight, even if I've already eaten a couple meals. This morning, now I am trying to pound like a lot more water just because I think it will help like leading into peak week when we're doing more water manipulations. I just want to make sure that my body is primed and ready for whatever water manipulations need to happen, especially on my period. I just feel like it just helps with bloating. So anyway, I woke up, I was 133.8 this morning. Drank 2 of my Awalas, so I think that's 64. What is this? This is 32. Yeah, so 64 ounces of water. I've had 1 meal. Granted, I have had 64 ounces of water. I get it. You guys, I got on the scale. I was 137. Oh my God. I'm like, I am 4 pounds up. I don't know the last time I've gone to bed 4 pounds up from when I woke up. Now, granted, it's not bedtime. Like, I still have a whole day. And so a lot of this weight is going to move. But also, I'm only 1 meal in. So, like, this is not right.
What's the other one? I forgot the other
one. Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday the 26th, I think. So I've been out and about this morning. So Reagan is going to Disneyland with my mom and my niece. I know my sister-in-law is going. I don't know if my brother's going. It doesn't matter. Reagan's going to Disneyland. And my mom like planned this trip because it's like the first weekend that Disneyland is like Halloween. And she asked if we wanted to go, and I said 2 weeks out from the Olympia, no. Absolutely not. I will not be there. Like, I cannot be trusted at Disneyland. No, ma'am. The wedding was bad enough. No. So anyway, so they're going. We are going to go after the Olympia at some point. But anyway, so I had to take Reagan over there. Ruben went to do cardio and stuff. Then I had to go to Walmart and grab a couple things. So now I am headed home, y'all. This period. So my low was on Thursday, 132.3. Then I started my period later that day. The next day I was 133.8, which was yesterday. You guys, I was 137 this morning. And I just knew, same thing. Every time I ate, I didn't weigh myself right after the meal because obviously the food is like still in your stomach. But I weighed myself like an hour after the meal. Every time I ate, scale up. I have not pooped. So anyway, I'm not super worried about it, obviously, because this is a period symptom. But I'm just like, oh my gosh, we are under 2 weeks out from the Olympia. And I'm freaking 137. 137? That is 10 pounds higher than I want to step on stage in 13 days. Anywho, so it's going to be nice, though, that Reagan's not home this weekend, just because then me and Ruben, one, we can, like, finish cleaning up. We've been, like, trying to clean up around the apartment, like, deep clean. Like, we have so much laundry. I just want to throw away all of the clothes. I feel like I've kept all these clothes because I'm like, yeah, I'm going to donate them. I'm going to sell them. No, they just need to go in the trash at this point. And I'm sorry if that makes me, like, a horrible, like, climate or like fast fashion. I don't know what it makes me to just want to throw them away instead of sell them or give them away. But you guys, if you haven't figured out by now, like, I am hanging by a thread. I do not have the time or energy to be trying to sort clothes and list them and take photos and even putting them in a trash bag and driving them down to Goodwill. Like, that's too much. I just want to put them in a trash bag and then put them in my garage and my husband takes them to the dumpster. Like, that's the level of effort that I have in me right now. So anyway, it's just obviously easier to do things like that when Reagan is not home, because when Reagan's home, as we're cleaning, she's messing something else up, or even if she's not messing stuff up, but she wants our attention, obviously, like, can you play with me? And we don't want to, like, keep telling her, no, we're doing this, no, we're doing that, no, we're doing that. Like, you don't want to be always telling your kid, no, I can't play with you. No, I don't want to reach you. No, so anyway, all that to say is she will be gone this weekend, so we can get some of that stuff done. We can spend as many hours in the gym as we want or need to, so all the good stuff. So today I'm going to run another full out. My hand is feeling better. I don't know if I mentioned it on my vlog or just like 2 people. The other day when I ran my running tumbling, I like hurt my hand. I don't know. I pounded my hand too hard and it like bruised my hand. It's still a little bit bruised, but not enough to make me feel like I can't run a full out. Like, it's probably going to hurt. But it's not an injury. It just is painful. And painful feels even a little bit extreme to describe it, but it's uncomfortable. So anyway, gonna try to run a couple full outs today. Ideally, at least one with my running tumbling, like run around if I can tuck, and then maybe one without it, or one like modified full out. But I would say I want to get at least 2 full outs today, and then another one tomorrow. My friend Jasmine is bedazzling. Can I talk? My friend Jasmine is bedazzling my costume next week, so I am so excited to see it because I bought the base. Remember a couple episodes ago I talked about my costume situation. I have the base, we're in there, so she's gonna bedazzle it. I'm so excited. Like, I can't believe we're getting close. Like, Ruben's like, I'm gonna start packing, and I'm like, packing for what? I literally was like, packing for what? And I'm like, oh shit, for Vegas. Oh my gosh, packing for Vegas. So anyway, even though again I don't think that I'm going to be at my best, it just is what it is. I am now getting excited for the Olympia, just because it's still the Olympia, and like, it's still the Olympia. So I'm still very excited and grateful that I get to compete there, even if I like wish that I could be coming in better, or wish that I could have had a better prep. Like, it is what it is. I'm still very excited about it. So now I'm just like, okay, let's just like finish strong, keep your head on straight, get through this period. Although I honestly feel like when my period ends, I'm gonna lose like 6 pounds. Because I gained so much, like it's gonna be ending my period and entering peak week. I feel like I'm gonna lose 20 pounds. Anyway, just getting excited. So I will check in with you guys. Oh, last thing. This is like not exciting, but I'm just I got the Ghost Raspberry Cream energy drink for my practice today, and I'm so excited about it. That's it. That's the whole message. I haven't had it. I've seen a couple people post about it, and it sounds like it's gonna be really good. So hopefully it is. Okay, we've had a slow morning. I took a nap. I went home. I had to lay down. I've had enough. You guys, why do I still have eye boogers? It's been 2 episodes. This Ghost, I got this at the gym the other day. I saw someone post about it. I think I talked about this already, but I saw someone post about it and I was like, okay, that sounds pretty good. Raspberry isn't necessarily like my flavor of choice, but I do get down. I like raspberry. But like something about raspberry cream, I was just like, I just know this is good. So I got it at the gym, knowing that I was going to save it for today. And I have been dreaming about it. Yesterday was my rest day and I wanted this so bad, like just to have. And I was like, no, Andrea, save this for your practice. So I finally cracked it open, y'all. It's everything I've dreamed of and more. And more. This is my new favorite Ghost. It's my new favorite Ghost for sure. So anyway, I just got off the exit. So I'm like probably a few minutes away from Powerhouse. I am feeling a little sluggish, just, residual. I think it's just because of my period. I'm feeling heavy and sluggish, but I got out in the sun. I literally went out and just like walked around my car, like just in my little area to be in the sun because I feel like the sun brings me to life. I took an extra vitamin D. I took an extra iron. I don't know if these things work, but I'm trying everything. When I woke up from my nap, I was like, I don't know if I got a full out in me today, but I think I can manage it. So at least 1. I know earlier I said I'm definitely going to try 2, but I think if I can get 1 and an hour of cardio done, then I will feel good about like this session at the gym. And then later when Ruben comes to work out, I'll come back and do another hour. So I think even though it's not peak week yet, I do think that just because we are getting into like the real nitty gritty, I'm probably only going to lift a couple times this week. I think routine and cardio are probably more important at this phase. But I don't know. I'm going to talk to Ruben about it. I'm just making up things right now. And so, yeah, anyway, I just said I'm like 20 times, so I think it's time for me to go. Okay, so I've been here for an hour. I can't believe it's already been an hour. I walked in at 1:34. It's 2:22. I asked for the posing room at 2:30. I am not going to be ready to pose at 2:30. I thought I was going to walk in, warm up, and run a full out. That is not the case. First off, the girl who cleans the gym, she's in here a lot when I come practice, but like I brought a speaker today and I was just like kind of just moseying around waiting for her to get out before I turned on my music. And then I warmed up and then I was like, okay, let's just do it. I dropped my handstand, which I don't do very often these days. So then I was like, I'm not doing this. Like, I'm not going to fix it. Like, because recently I've been like, it doesn't matter. Even if it's bad, just finish. Like, you need to get the reps under your belt. But I was like, no, it's been 16 seconds. Not even. It's been 11 seconds. And I've already made a major mistake. I'm not doing it. Like, I don't have that in me today. And then there's something going on. So I have like this little like ticking at the beginning of my music so that I know when the first like part is going to happen. And I don't know. I mean, it must be the speaker because it doesn't happen when I have it in my earbuds. It doesn't happen when I play it out of my phone. But it's like not playing that part. It's like when I press play on it, even if whether it's on repeat and it ends and then starts over, or if I just start it from the beginning, it's like the sound isn't coming on until the middle of the first, like, I mean, if you know my song, it like starts at like hope. It like is like, oh, it's like halfway. It's irritating me. So I'm not starting when the beginning it's just. So anyway, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's been an hour. Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna see what Danielle is doing and see if she wants to FaceTime so I can just like have a little bit of motivation to do this, but she's at work right now. And I'm just like, I don't want to do this, but I also now am at the point where I really do need to do it. Like, a couple weeks ago, it still felt like there was time to like, okay, if I don't do it today, there's still time to do it. But now at this point, this is my last week before peak week. It's a little bit problematic that I'm this close to the show and I cannot just walk in, press play, do the routine and walk out. Like, it's concerning me. It's concerning me. So I'm not leaving until I do it. So anyway, I just came on here to say that basically that I wanted to leave, but I can't. Like, now we are at the point where really if my intention is to do the routine, I need to be able to do the routine, because we're competing in 13 days and Like, I don't want to walk onto the stage wondering if I'm going to hit my routine. I would rather like work that out right now than be like, oh, I'll just try it tomorrow. Like, I need some solid reps under my belt. And I need troubleshooting under my belt. So this time I just have to do it, even if it's bad. I got to get some reps under my belt. Okay, so it's still Saturday. I can't remember if I came on here after practice, but practice was a horrible nightmare. Room was empty. I had a speaker. Okay, first off, so Ruben got this from Evagen. It's a ice shaker, but it was like a collab product, and it came with a speaker. I unscrewed the speaker because I took the speaker to the gym, but it had like a little Bluetooth speaker connected to it. So I guess, I don't know, when you're out, I don't know why you would play music out loud at the gym, but I don't know, maybe like if you have it at the beach or the pool or something. And there's also a different attachment that's just like a compartment so you can put your powders in or whatever. But anyway, it's the ice shaker brand, so it is temperature controlled. Anyway, none of that matters. All I was saying is that I had a speaker with me, so I was playing my music out loud. The room was empty. Had my energy drink. Like, I was ready. I wasn't feeling great, but I told y'all, like, I got my sun, I got my mind right. I was like getting warmed up, and then I just couldn't do it. My body was not doing what I wanted it to do, and it was extremely frustrating because I consider myself to have a lot of mental toughness. Like, I feel like that's like my specialty is mental toughness. I am like the mindset girly, okay? And sorry, I was seeing somebody was coming in here. And I'm like playing my music. I'm like, okay, this time, like, you're gonna do it. And I'm talking to myself out loud. I'm like, Andrea, just do it. Like, it is enough. I'm literally talking to myself. Like, Andrea, you're gonna do it. Nothing bad is gonna happen if you're tired. You're gonna be uncomfortable. You have to figure it out. You are competing in 2 weeks. Like, that's how I was talking to myself. Like, looking in the mirror, like, you have to do this. You are going to do this. You can do this. And before I got out of my car, I'm like, okay, we're gonna have a great practice. Like, and again, I'm talking out loud. I'm like, you're gonna try your best. Like, you're gonna have a good practice. You're gonna get this run. You're gonna feel good. And I'm like, and I just get to practice and I can't do anything. Like just missing skills that I don't miss often. And like, even the stuff I wasn't missing was just so unbelievably hard. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. And yes, I am on my period. I'm like 5 pounds heavier than I was 2 days ago. So that obviously has a lot to do with it. But it's just like extremely frustrating to be this close to the show and know like what's at stake. Like, I have to compete. I have to compete in 2 weeks, no matter what, no matter how ready I am or not ready. And I already like am feeling however kind of way about my physique. But at least like the whole time I've been like, well, at least your routine will still be good. Like, you still are that girl in the routine. And now it's like, you have a shitty physique, you have a terrible routine. Like, it just sucks to work this hard to get to the Olympia and be coming into the Olympia feeling like I don't even want to do it because I'm not at my best. And I'm trying to be at my best. I'm just not. And it's frustrating. It's just frustrating because like all of my life stress is going to be reflected on stage, and it just sucks because you can't tell your story on stage. And it probably seems super traumatic, like, Andrea, what's your story? What's the story? Like, there's not really a story. I'm just saying, like, I've been in prep for 2 years. I work a lot. My daughter's at, like, she's 5 years old, and we're like, you know, in school and trying to help her learn how to read and manage her emotions, and Ruben's in prep, and like, it's just, there's just a lot. And it's just a lot. It's just a lot. And to try to like have your best prep ever for like the biggest show you've ever competed in, it's just hard. So anyway, just finishing my hour of cardio. I don't even know what I came on here to talk about because I just complained about how horrible practice was. Tomorrow I'm going to FaceTime Danielle DaCosta just so I can have like a live audience during practice. I'm going to see if Ruben will come to the gym and like watch me instead of just being in the room by myself. Like, I remember my first full out at my first Olympia. Like, Ruben was, you know, we were at Lifetime and he was, you know, working out, and I'm like texting him like, okay, can you come down and watch me? Like, and then same thing, I FaceTimed my friend Zach, who was actually in the wedding that I was just in as well. One of my friends from college, we were all friends in college anyway. Like, I FaceTimed Zach and had Ruben in the room during my very first full out. And I feel like that's what I need to do tomorrow, like FaceTime Danielle tell Ruben, like, I need you to come watch. Because like I keep saying, like, I need to take off the pressure, I need to take off the pressure, like, and I do need to take off the negative pressure, but I am also a performer. Like, I do well in, I guess, certain pressure situations, and I think it will help me because it's like pressure but also support. So I don't know. To be honest, I just want the show to be over, and it sucks that I feel like that about a show that I've been like dreaming about getting back to for 2 years. But I remember, and this will be the last thing, like Andre Ferguson, if you follow like men's physique, or like, well, men's physique, he's a men's physique competitor, but you know, Andre Ferguson is like one of the most winningest men's physique pros that there is. And he's a Masters competitor. He won the Masters Olympia this year, and he pretty much just only competes Masters these days. You know, the highest he's ever ranked at the Olympia was second, like maybe 6 years ago or so. I think it was 2019. I want to say he's won an Arnold, but anyway, all that to say is he's like very decorated, but these days, like, he's not like an Olympia contender, but he wins most shows. He doesn't like win a lot of open shows these days. He is somewhat, it doesn't matter, it literally doesn't matter. All that matters is that he didn't compete last year. He did not do the Olympia, and he's been saying like, yeah, I hope I don't make the top 10 this year. Like, last year I didn't compete, and it was the best, most fun Olympia I've ever been to in my life. So he only competes in Masters shows this year. He competed at Emerald when I competed at Emerald in Masters, and he runs a different Masters show every single weekend. He's competing on the Masters roster, but he's not even competing in the open roster. He's only competing in 35 and 40 plus, and he's making thousands of dollars every weekend. And he's like, yeah, I don't want to make finals at the Olympia. Competing in the Olympia, competing in the night show, he's like, it's stressful. Why am I going to go try to win? And he's like, I'm at 80%. I'm trying, but I'm not trying. I was eating Chinese food last night with my kids. Like, and I'm competing this weekend because I can win Masters at 80%. And so basically he's just saying like, he has completely removed the pressure or even need to be very competitive, because he's like, I can do well enough at 80% and still really, really enjoy this and have fun. And that's just like, I'm like, that's the whole point, is to like enjoy the experience and have fun. But I'm just like not at a place in my career where 80% is fun. Like 80%, like my 80% isn't good enough to still be competitive. Like his 80% is still good enough to wax every Masters competitor. My 80% is gonna make me feel horrible because I'm gonna get last place and have regrets about how my prep was. Like, and I'm not saying I'm at 80%, I'm just saying like, the whole point of this is to have fun. He was saying like, yeah, I want to have fun. Not competing in the Olympia is the most fun I ever had. And I can vouch for that. Like, the last 2 years at the Olympia, even though I was sad I didn't make it, like, it was so fun to just be in the crowd. And now I finally made it, and it's just like, I don't know, I feel like I'm ruining my own experience, but it's also just like life stuff that I don't really have a lot of control over. It just is what it is. And so, I don't know. Remember at the beginning of the video, I'm like, I'm not down on myself or whatever. I'm not. I'm just giving you guys a situation and the reality of how I feel. Okay, it is Sunday, the whatever it is. My watch is on my like cardio thing, so I don't know the date. Whatever Sunday is, the 28th, 29th. It doesn't matter. It's Sunday. I just warmed up. I got my raspberry cream ghost, put Ruben onto it. And now we're going to FaceTime Danielle. And Ruben is going to sit here and cheer me on, okay? I feel good. My energy feels pretty good. My mindset feels pretty good. So we're looking for a good run here today. If the first one is the way that I want it, amazing. We're probably going to run just modified after that. Like maybe another modified one and then just halves. We're going to see. But we're just going to see how the first one goes. I feel like it's going to be good. I've decided that it's going to be good, so I'll let you guys know. Did it. Oh my gosh. With tumbling. Now, there were a couple of things. Sorry, I'm missing my case or my tripod. There were a couple of things that were not the way they were supposed to be. Like bobble. Well, there was one bobble that probably just looked like a choreography thing, but I also think that if you watched it, like I know what it's supposed to be, so I would clearly see like that's a mistake. But I think if somebody didn't know that it wasn't supposed to be that, they would assume it's choreography, but they would also think like, I wonder why she chose to do that. If that makes sense. So anyway, there was one mistake at the very beginning, literally like the first split hold that I hold. And then I just like missed something. I just like forgot to do it. So I had a big long pause in the place that there was supposed to be. Like, it's just like a little kick. Like it didn't matter, but it was just funny because I missed it. And then I was like, oh. Other than that, it was good. Oh, and my jump, my little front hurdler was awful. It was like beep, it was not high at all. Like, so I'm about to run it again without the tumbling, and try to fix some of those things. Well, try to fix all of those things. But it was hard, but it was good. So I feel good about that. I am so thankful that happened. I'm like so glad that I was able to get that version of this routine done. That feels like a big weight lifted off of my shoulders. Now I do, there's still a lot of work to be done. Because again, I don't want to get on stage wondering if I'm going to hit my routine, right? Like when I went to Legion, even Emerald, when I went to Emerald and when I went to Legion and when I went to Adela, there weren't questions, like in my mind, there were no questions about, am I going to have mistakes? Like I knew that I would be able to do the routine. Like at Adela, I had mistakes and they were all like, not shock. They weren't shocking to me, but they were all flukes. Like they were things that like don't ever happen. Like at that point when I was doing my routine, every time I did my routine, I nailed my routine. And when I say nailed, I mean without mistakes. Like maybe it wasn't perfect. There were things that I wanted to improve. But at that point in my competition season, whether I would get through my routine or not was not a question. And right now it still is a little bit of a question. So I just need to rep it out a lot over the next week to get to a point that when I walk onto the Olympia stage, I'm not worried about if I'm going to hit it or not. So anyway, I feel really good about that. I'm gonna rest like a little while longer, like maybe a couple more minutes, and then I'm gonna run it again without tumbling. And then I will do some halves. And then I'll be done. Ruben's doing shoulders. Maybe I'll pose after, but I'm not lifting. I'm done lifting. She's done lifting. I'm done.
I got a pickle. I got a pickle. I got a pickle. Hey, hey, hey.
Okay, everybody. I'll zoom in a little bit. I'm at the apartment gym. Look how janky this flooring is. I personally want to replace this. We used to have this in our gym in Tennessee. But we also had the like rubber from Burns. Just like, regular gym rubber flooring is way better anyway. Obviously at the apartment gym, about to hit an hour of cardio. And then I also brought some swimsuit bottoms, and Ruben said he's going to come down here and do like 20 minutes of cardio, and then we're going to get in the hot tub just for a hot second. We need some recovery in our lives. Reagan's still at Disneyland. So yeah, finishing my second hour of cardio. I am extremely tired. I fell asleep for I set my nap timer for like 20 minutes. And then when it went off, I kept sleeping. So I don't know how much longer I slept. But it's fine. I need sleep. And when Reagan's not home is the best time to do it. So took a nap. Now I'm about to do an hour of cardio and then get in the hot tub for probably 15 or 20 minutes. And then we start another week. So you know what? I think this is where I'm going to end this one. I've had enough of the mirror. I think this is where I'm going to end this one just so I can get more. I feel like the more often I upload videos, the more I can actually film because I don't have to be worried about how much storage time I have. So I think that I will end this one here. Got me through the week. And then we start our last week. I mean, technically we're already in our last week before peak week, but our last work week before peak week. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You guys, I'm not well. I'm not well. Okay, before the video ends, because I'm about to shower. So I did cardio, then we went in the hot tub, and now I'm about to shower, but we got our Liquid Sunrays skin prep kits today. So I already opened this, so I already know what's in it, but I'm going to show you guys. So we have the exfoliating body towel. This is actually African, I'm pretty sure. At least that's what Ruben told me. It's like an African body towel. And I think if you go on TikTok, all the Africans use this. Anyway, it's better than a loofah because you get anyway, there's that. Then there is the body wash, regular body wash. And let me tell you, this, when I first opened it, I said to Ruben, I hope the sugar scrub is in here. The charcoal sugar scrub, long before I was a Liquid Sunrays athlete. This is only my first season as a Liquid Sunrays athlete. The very first time I used this, when I was using Sean's code, my bikini sponsors code, I used this, and they used to also have a charcoal bar soap, but it's not in this kit. I don't know if they still make it or not. This was not just for skin prep for shows. This is my favorite body scrub. Anyway, so there's that, and then there's lotion. I'm not going to use the lotion until we're getting close to the show. I like using what I like using, which is this. But I will be at least showering with these. So anyway, I don't actually think we have a code yet. They've been trying to set up our code. So if you're going to order something from Liquid Sunrays, message me first. Leave a comment or something, and I will, I want to make sure that you're able to get a discount, but I'm also able to get credit for it. But yeah, so anyway, I just want to share that. And then now for real, the video is over.